Check, 1, 2, 3, check, check. Check, 1, 2, 3, check, check. Hey, we are live on the air and hope everyone's doing well today. We're going to get ready to start the Wednesday drive right here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Thanks for tuning in as always, and we're going to get things rolling here. And let's just do it, huh? You ready to go? I'm ready to go. Let's just light this candle, huh? All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old U.S. of A. I know we sure are here in the good old state of Iowa. Things are rocking and rolling a little bit. We're going to have a fun show. We're going to be talking with Hans from High Mountain Seasonings. It's National Sausage Month. Did you know that? I didn't know that until the other day, to be honest with you. But hey, everybody's getting ready to start their urban hunts, and we got a bunch of folks out west. Congratulations to all the people I've been seeing out doing all their crazy elk hunts and antelope hunts and everything. I've seen several successful people out there doing that and having a great time, so I'm excited to talk a little bit about that. Got some breaking news we're going to give you about the Outdoor Call Radio Network. We got some really cool stuff to bring you up to date on. And hey, Fishing Dave, how are you doing today, buddy? Good to see you. We are rolling on Facebook Live, and we got everything covered. I need to get an extra set of headphones, but first thing I need to do is I need to go visit with her and get our first guest on today, and let's just do that right now while we got this going, and see if we can get him going. And hello to him. There we go. One ring-a-dingy. Hans, how you doing, buddy? I'm good. We're live on the air on the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. How you doing today, man? Doing all right? You staying busy? It's National Sausage Month. I'm excited. Are you excited? You did? Well, that's awesome. Hey, tell you what, do me a favor. I got to go grab a set of headphones. Hey guys, John, good to see you. Dave, Fishing Dave, Tony, everybody on Facebook Live, good to see you. I need to grab a set of headphones. I want you to do me a favor. Tell everybody about High Mountain Seasonings and how they came about. Can you do that?
Wyoming. It's center of Wyoming. We started out making jerky kits for hunters or meat processors to process their own meat at home. Our original jerky kit was our first item. It's still our number one seller. And now, 31 years later, we have, you name it, we've got about 25 different jerky kits, a ton of sausage kits, breakfast, and Polish, bratwurst, that sort of thing. We have shaker bottle seasonings, rubs, dips, marinades, brines, and just everything under the sun these days. Something for everybody.
Well, and I got to tell you, what's still your favorite blend over all these years?
That's a tough one because I've got a lot of favorites. As far as probably like for the jerky, I probably do the Hunter's Blend most. We came out with that, I think it was our 20th anniversary. That's probably my favorite out of the jerky. I've got a favorite out of every different one. So.
I think Hunter's Blend has been your favorite forever.
It has. It's really good. It was actually my kid, Edgar, who's our general manager, came up with the design of the box on that. It's really kind of unique.
Well, and it tastes good. That's the main thing, right?
Well, it is. Yeah, that was kind of a compilation of all our staff coming together and the different flavors they like.
Absolutely. Oh, we got a bunch of people on Facebook Live watching us right now and listening to us on the Outdoor Call Radio app, so thanks for that. Tony, Dave, Kent. Hey, my buddy up in Wisconsin. How you doing there, Kent? Jennifer, good to see you. How you doing? Good to see you. Lori and Mason, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. So I got to tell you, we got a lot of folks out west. I mean, you're out in Wyoming, and so I know you got a lot of folks out your way taking advantage of that early seasons. But so far, it looks like a lot of folks have been successful on their elk, antelope, and mule deer hunts.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, we a lot of archery opened up on the 1st of September, and we had some dove hunting too open up.
Yeah, well, waterfowl is always fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you and I talked about this a couple times, and I still get people they'll send me emails about it. But waterfowl, a lot of folks that with the geese, with snow geese or light rail geese and stuff, they said that there's a lot of folks there's a misnomer out there that they're just not good to eat. And I got to tell you, I think you solved a lot of problems with that because light rail or snow geese sausage is amazing.
And we have more and more people doing that every year. And Brian, our national sales manager.
Oh yeah,
he does a lot of goose hunting, and he does a lot of summer sausage with it too.
Yeah, it is really, really good, and we don't want to waste any good protein out there. And you know what? I hunt to eat, so I've had several types of goose sausage and with the sausage kits and stuff, and it's just, it's really, really, really good. The breakfast sausage is even good.
Yeah, we have a lot of people doing breakfast sausage with it too. It's just, whatever you like to eat most, you can just use one of our kits to do it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you? It's National Sausage Month. I just got some sausage kits in. Brian was nice enough to send me, so we're going to give those away. A couple of those on Saturday on the Outdoor Call Radio Show Saturday morning out of Des Moines. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that. Is there what I haven't had you on? Everybody's been busy this year, but what's new at High Mountain? What do you guys got cooking that's really something new the listeners might want to take advantage of?
The new stuff that we have, we came out with a new, we call it country style breakfast sausage, and it's fantastic for making biscuits and gravy.
Mm-hmm.
We have the new summer sausage variety pack, and that's already taken off really well. We just came out with that here recently, and that's a lot of people are bringing it in. And something on our website that's kind of new. We have what we call bundles, where we group a bunch of items together for different themes, and you can, you save anywhere from 15 to 25% by buying the bundle, and they make great gifts too.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, one of the things that I really like about it, you get into not only the sausage, but the snack sticks. And I've got Dave Jones. Dave, I was thinking about Dave the other day. Him his brothers always got together with a bunch of friends after they did our shotgun season here in Iowa, and they always wanted to cut their own meat up. I take almost everything I get down to the Milo locker. To be honest with you, I mean Daryl and Ange have been processing my stuff for years, and I'm used to doing it. But I like making my own jerky and my own sticks because you make it easy to do that. But there's a lot of folks that absolutely they make a party out of it. They want to do everything 100% at home. And when COVID was around, man, you couldn't find a meat processor or a meat slicer, a limb product around to save your life. I mean, everything was gone. I mean, everybody was doing that at home.
Yeah, we just went crazy the last couple of years. It's been nuts.
It has been. But one of the that's one of the things. I mean, like Dave and Harv and all them, it's a tradition with them every year after the hunt. They get together and they break down everything and then they make their own snack sticks and their own jerky and then their sausages and their deer sticks, their deer bologna. And High Mountain makes that really easy with a lot of the stuff that you guys have out there.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we're at my sister's family moved to town about a year and a half ago, and so her two boys are this is going to be their first hunt this year. So we have a lot of tags to fill between my brother-in-law and I and two boys. So we're going to probably get together and make a whole bunch of stuff this year.
Yeah. Hey, tell everybody just real quick. Say someone say they get their first deer this year, Hans, and they say they want to just do it. They want to take everything. They bone out maybe they're hunting in a chronic wasting disease zone where they have to bone everything out. So they get all their meat and stuff home. Walk them through how easy it is to do their own snack sticks and stuff at home.
Well, all you have to do is, I mean, if you take it to a processor, you can get it ground there, or you can just get your own grinder. I mean, I do everything myself, but once you have the ground meat, I mean, you just mix it with the cure and the seasoning. You can press it on your own by hand, but we also have a jerky gun that's really easy and affordable that you can make either the round sticks or the flat sticks with. But and then you just let it, you cure it overnight, and then just put it in the oven and let it cook slowly until it hits temperature, and you're good to go.
Yeah, and it doesn't take very long to do it either.
No, it really doesn't. And making the ground meat jerky is a little bit quicker than making. You don't have to cure it as long as you do the whole Mountian meat.
Yeah.
But that's also very easy to do. I mean, anyone that has a chunk of deer meat can slice that up and cure and season it and put it in the oven. So.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you guys do a great job. So before I let you go, well, you're welcome, man. It's easy to promote you guys because you make bringing the game stuff and making it. You can do all sorts of applications and do it really easy. And that's one of the things that I like about everything's in the box. You got everything you need. I mean, you got the sausage casings. You got everything that you would need. You have everything contained. And we're getting into the fall, so I want to talk about brining birds. The number one thing I hear about folks that go waterfowling for the first time is that the geese, the ducks, they don't have the best taste. They weren't very tender, or they weren't very moist. They dried, and the first thing I always tell them, I said, well, before you cooked anything, did you brine them? And 9 times out of 10, they'll say, what are you talking about? And it's like, no, we didn't brine them. And listen, I don't care if it's a wild turkey, if it's a duck, a goose, a quail, if it's any kind of game bird, you need to brine all them before you start to even think about preparing them. And tell everybody, Hans, why that's so important.
Well, basically, it makes the meat moister, more tender when you cook it. It replaces the blood and all that's in the meat.
Breaks down the conjunctive tissues?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And it's as simple as just putting it in a bucket of water with the brine mix overnight in the fridge, and then just rinsing it off.
Now you don't need to do that with your store-bought turkeys are already brined. Speed told me that at Cookie's Barbecue Sauce. I didn't know that until like 5-6 years ago. But did you know that?
Go ahead. I think you can get them that aren't, I believe, but yeah, a lot of them are.
Yeah, a lot of them are. So don't double brine them. But if you're out wild turkey hunting and you want to taste something that's moist and tender, get some High Mountain Seasonings brine. And I'm telling you what, and your quail, your partridge, your pheasants, your chucker, any type of game bird, before you cook them, and your waterfowl. It makes all the difference in the world of how that is going to taste when you put it on the dinner table.
Yeah, we have a recipe up, I think, currently on our Facebook where we're brining some doves.
Oh, there you go. Well, morning doves, game.
Check that out.
Game birds.
Yeah.
Game birds.
Yep.
I got to tell you, I like taking a dove and grilling them and then breaking them down and then putting them in a seed out a jalapeno pepper, and then take bacon and then cream cheese and then mix your doves in there, and then some of your ranch dressing, mix that in with that, and then seal it and then put it back on the grill with another strip of bacon for about 5 minutes. And boy, I tell you what, if that's not one of the best poppers you'll ever eat. You ever tried that?
Yeah, I've done something very similar to that. And then I like to garden too, and so all my jalapenos are popping in my garden right now. So it always works. It's about perfect timing every year. Yeah,
just make sure you get all the seeds out. Hey, Richard, how you doing? Rick, good to see you, Captain. Or Gary, how you doing, pal, up in Minnesota? Good to see you. Yeah, those. If you leave the seeds in, man, I can't do it, Hans. It's too hot for me.
My wife introduced me to hot food when we were first dating, and she would make me stuff that would literally make me cry. So now I'm well seasoned and I can handle a lot of heat.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So, Hans, I got to tell you, I appreciate everything you guys do. I'm going to get you back on again before Thanksgiving if we can do that. Are you going to be traveling, or what's your schedule look like?
Yeah, I usually stick close to home in the fall just we're so busy at work. But
Okay.
I appreciate your time on here and appreciate all your listeners and all the customers out there.
Well, we just appreciate you being a partner. You've been a partner on the show for years, and I know every time I go to Sportsman's Warehouse and do stuff there, I mean, they carry all your products, and you can find High Mountain in pretty much any of the stores around the country. But you make it easy to promote you because you guys just have great stuff. So we appreciate you.
Well, thanks, buddy.
All right, talk to you soon. If you need anything, Hans, let me know. If people want to find out more about High Mountain, Hans, what's the best way for them to do that?
You're probably on the web, which is www.himtnjerky.com.
All right, there you go. Hans, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dan. Have a good one.
You too. There he goes, Mr. Hans from High Mountain Seasonings. Good feller right there. Let me take a real quick break, and we'll be right back after these fine words from our partners here on the Wednesday Drive.
Forerunner Blinds and Lots Outdoors are bringing e-bike adventures to another level. If you're considering going silent to enhance your hunting experience, head on over to Lots Outdoors in Illinois to check out what Baku bikes and Forerunner Blinds can do for you.
Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. My headphones went out there for a second.
Blinds, he can show you the reason
Good to
why
see ya.
Baku bikes are the most popular choice.
Daryl, what's
because
up, buddy?
of their quality and superb customer service, including how they allow you to tow your gear, deer, and blinds quietly without any gas smell. To see these quality blinds, trailers, bikes, and haulers made in the U.S., go check out Lots Outdoors at their website, www.lotsoutdoors.com, or give them a call at 618-349-6951. Great e-bikes and gear are waiting for you in St. Peters, Illinois.
We all want the deadliest broadheads out there. Have you tried a slick trick? Slick tricks are one of the most accurate and deadliest broadheads on the market. No matter which slick trick model you choose, the Raptor trick, the Viper trick, the Magnum, the Wicked trick, the Grizz trick 2, or the standard slick trick, they all offer bone-crushing penetration with superior cutting diameters. They feature an all-steel ferrule Alcatraz blade lock system to prevent broadhead failures at the moment of impact that will help you get your game. If you're a mechanical fan, the Raptor trick is going to be your favorite with its 4-edge bone-splitting tip, 2-inch cutting diameter, and deadly accurate flight. Bow hunters need gear that they can depend on 100% of the time. You wait all season for that shot. Do not trust it to a head that will not deliver a short recovery. For more information, go online at slicktrick.net. This year, trick 'em with Slick Trick broadheads and tag your game.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the right temperature and comfortable. Now is a great time.
Gary, I wish I was up there
White
too,
Coffee
buddy.
Heating and Cooling
You guys have been
at
smoking the Bears,
287-6000
man.
to
That's
schedule
awesome.
a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too dry?
Maybe I'll get
giving
drawn
your
next
family
year.
Issues? A Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with
Congrats.
your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business that has been serving Iowa residents and businesses for over 70 years. They offer 24-hour service and programs like the Peace of Mind Plan for less than $15 a month. So if you want more time on the water or in the woods this year, please call the folks at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling for any of your home or business heating and cooling needs. One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Hi guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based Backwoods Attractions product line has you covered. From their food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6, to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products, you better hope your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the feed and seed perfect for your hunting property. So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
So it's time to refill the tank. Where are you going for a great meal that won't break the bank? Well, why not fill up at Central Standard Restaurant in Waukee? There's more than great burgers and handmade ice cream shakes waiting for you at Central Standard Restaurant. They specialize in great food like buttermilk fried chicken, smoked pulled pork, grilled salmon, or an Iowa pork tenderloin, to name just a few. Central Standard Restaurant features a large menu that will be sure to please even the pickiest ones in your crew. The daily mac and cheese specials will bring a smile to any kid from
Last
5 to
one
50.
coming back. back.
The shakes are just like Mom and Dad had back in their day. Cold, tall, and amazing. Central Standard Restaurant features shakes like birthday cake, cookie dough, strawberry cheesecake. Chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla are always available as well. From large screen TVs and plenty of local and domestic brews, you'll be relaxed and enjoying your time at the Central Standard so much, it'll become one of your go-to places. Carry-out is always available at Central Standard. Central Standard Restaurant is located at 1222 Southeast University in Waukee, Iowa. Just a short drive from anywhere. Central Standard Restaurant, the perfect place to fill your tank when you're hungry.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday, September 7th, 2022. And we have got a lot of folks saying hi and watching us and listening, so we appreciate every one of you doing that. So I was in Illinois last week when we were doing the show. Had an abbreviated show because I was visiting Kurt and a gang from Working Class Bow Hunters, and I appreciate everybody. That was awesome. Jose Capasa, buddy. What's up, man? Good to see you. We gave away, so Saturday we did that. Saturday we gave away the two Tacticam cameras. We gave away the 6.0, the 5.0, and the $50 gift card to Game High Clothing and the Worksharp Sharpening Kitchen Sharpener, which is awesome, by the way. I'm using it for my hunting knives, too. That thing's slick. I got to get Kyle on to talk about that. So we're going to start a new deal as of today. When you're listening, we're still going to do the screenshot. I had a couple people ask me today. So just all you got to do is just keep listening to the app like you did for the camera contest. And we're going to do the Ugly Buck contest now from Dave Smith Decoys. Someone's going to win my buck decoy from Dave Smith Decoys that I used last year on Respect the Game TV. And you can tell it's mine because it's going to have all the pure whitetail stuff on the inside, all the dust and stuff, all the different colors. But we're going to give that away and probably do a grunt call, a brand new dual grunt call to use with it. And we'll do something else. I got some other stuff cooking right now. The other thing that I wanted to announce, in addition to that, we're also going to do a pair of Itasca boots. Someone's going to get a brand new pair of hunting boots by simply just listening to the Outdoor Call Radio app and sending me a screenshot. So when we draw, I'll probably draw, what's today, the 7th, October 7th or 8th. Let me look at my calendar real quick because Andrew's not here right now. So let's see when October the 7th. So that'd be about 4 weeks. So we'll do that on the 8th, October 8th. We'll draw the winner for the buck, the ugly buck, and everything else. So all you got to do is just go to the app on your phone or your tablet, and then just send me a screenshot what you're listening to that day, and make sure you don't send me I do got to caution a couple people. So when you send me a screenshot, don't send me a screenshot 2 days later with the same screenshot, because I won't be. You gotta get if you're gonna enter more than once that week, you got to send me what's playing at the time, because I'll be able to go back and look at the time of the screenshot and see what the program was playing. So I just want to keep it fair for everybody, because otherwise somebody could really be kind of cheating. So that's the rules. If you're going to enter, you can enter a couple times a week. I don't care. That's fine. Just make sure you send me a fresh screenshot of what you're listening to so I can reconcile that. And then if you win, if I draw your number with the generator, I will I will email you for your contact info, and bada bing, bada boom. You don't have to send me all that unless you win. So just trying to keep it fair for everybody and have fun. But I'm excited about the Ugly Buck contest. So we'll go from there. Now my buddy Dave Jones from Jones Brothers Taxidermy was kind enough to give us a shoulder mount. So when we get into hunting season this year, we're going to do a free shoulder mount for a deer. Hey, Sean. There you go. Sean's on here from Lots Outdoors. We're going to talk to him in a little bit, too. We're going to be giving away a free shoulder mount thanks to Dave, and we'll do that. And I talked to the Milo Locker, because the Milo Locker is actually one of our presenting sponsors for the Wednesday Drive show, the Milo Locker down in Milo, Iowa. I talked to Ashley today, and starting next week, I should have the free deer processing certificates to the Milo Locker. Just in time for the start of the urban hunting season, huh? How about that? I can do a thumbs up too. Just got a couple thumbs up. I'll give you my thumbs up. There you go. There's a thumbs up for you. How about that? I like that little thumbs up deal. That's awesome. So we'll be giving all that stuff away starting next week on Saturday, and we'll try to give a few away here on Wednesday too. Just we'll spread it out, but we have got a lot to do. Hey Randy, what's going on, everybody? What are you doing? What's everybody doing for dinner tonight? I think we're having Milo Locker brats is what we're having. I believe that's what Ginny is up there doing. Boy, she made some really good homemade venison vegetable beef soup today. I tell you what, that was some of the best soup I've ever had. She goes, "You're probably not going to like this." And I said, "Well, why would you say that?" And she goes, "Well, this is not how I would have made it." And I said, "Well, let me try it." And it was absolutely wonderful. Dear chili cooking now, Jose says. There you go, Jose. I bet Jose's chili is really good. I bet it rocks. I really do. I bet it rocks. Kent says walleye fingers and ribs. Cannon, I don't like you anymore. He's got walleye up there right behind him, so he's got it made. Hi Tony, good to see you, Tony. All right, Dave Smith decoy. Oh my gosh, that buck decoy's that's $700. I didn't know that. If they went up that much, well, I've had mine. I got mine 2 years ago, so I shouldn't say that. But I'm just going to tell you right now about 600 plus for that posturing buck. They are hands down, and I work with the guys at Dave Smith Decoys. They're great guys, and they're actually giving me some turkey decoys. We're going to do a youth turkey calling contest next spring with Sportsman's Warehouse, and all the guys over there. I called them and told them about that, and they're going to donate a bunch of kids decoys. So you can't find nicer people than that. But I'm going to just tell you something about that posturing buck decoy. I've tried other decoys over the last 33 years. And I've had marginal results at the best with them. That posturing buck by Dave Smith is the most realistic deer decoy I have ever used in my life. It's worth every penny of that. I actually have had, when the first time I used that, it was down at Triple H Outfitters in Lincoln, Kansas. And Donovan, I don't know if Philip had one in camp or if Larry or one of them had it, and they said, "Here, you want to try this? Go ahead." I put that out in a winter wheat field, and I had does feeding right up to it and just keeping their heads down, feeding, not thinking nothing of it. I had a wind scent mature buck scent going, and the does were just feeding all around him, and I was sitting there just rattling every 15, 20 minutes, and I think I had 4 or 5 bucks come in and knock him down. That was the worst part of using it on the hunt. You had to get down and put the deer back up. But I've just never had reactions like that, and I mean, every year I use them, I got mature bucks decoying right to the deer, to the decoy. I mean, that Dave Smith, whoever wins that is going to be ecstatic. They really will. Han says, "Tell everybody hi and thank you." Han's a good guy, isn't he? Hi, Mountain. Good folks. They've been doing some quality outdoor stuff for a long, long time. So I was up in Minnesota yesterday. I drove up to see Smith Kinney and the fine folks at Itasca, and they were kind enough to load me up with some boots, and we're gonna give several pair of those away this year. So if you're in a need for some good quality rubber insulated boots, you might win a pair off of us here on the Outdoor Call. Tony says Mason wants to know if there's a age limit to win. 18 years old, Tony, on that stuff, and we'll do some kid stuff later, buddy. So. Hi, Suze. Good to see you, Susan, down there in Washmo. Good to see you. All right, let me hit another quick break so I can keep up to date with everything, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little e-bikes. I've had a lot of questions about e-bikes. I bought a Baku bike back in March because I just wanted to try something. With the price, gas was going up so crazy, and for me to haul my Polaris to my farms where I hunt at, it's a half a tank of gas one way, and I just said, man, this is going to be miserable. So I went ahead and I figured out an e-bike. I looked up and I found Baku bikes, and I did my diligent research. Now, I'm not sponsored by Baku at all. I don't get a dime for telling you that. Now, I am working with Sean over at Lots Outdoors. Now, he is a Baku dealer and a Forerunner dealer, Forerunner Blinds company here in southern Iowa. So it's an Iowa company. Their trailing system and blinds are amazing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But if you want to learn about e-bikes, hang on, because we're gonna get some good information for you, and I can't wait to do that. Let me just make sure I get my commercials loaded up. I miss my little buddy. Andrew makes this look easy. It's not easy, trust me. All right, we'll be right back on the Outdoor Call Radio Network.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for
How's it
any
going,
task?
everybody? Hope everybody's
Well, if you
doing a
used
good
the original
night.
Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener before you left, you bet they are. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is designed to sharpen every knife you own. By using changeable, flexible abrasive belts, the sharpening system is able to sharpen a variety of knives, including curved and serrated knives, tonto blades, fillet knives, gut hooks, axes, and even kitchen knives. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time.
We're going to just keep sending those screenshots because that's how you're going to win the boots, too. We're going to give away a bunch of stuff here in the next couple weeks. Nathan, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
Depend on a sharp knife. Consider checking out one of the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners.
There you go, Jose. Good for you.
Guided field sharpener at a store near you, or anytime at worksharptools.com. That's worksharptools.com.
Tacticam has launched the best-in-class cellular trail camera, the #1 selling action camera in the industry. The new Reveal by Tacticam will change the way you scout forever. Not only is it one of the easiest to set up, but the most
Larry's down in
cellular
Kentucky
camera on the
doing a
market.
velvet
As you
buck
know,
hunt,
you
him and
educate
Ryan.
your game and leave your scent when
The
checking
boys from
cameras
Small
in the
Town
field.
Hunting all
With
scored.
Reveal,
They all
those
got
issues
some really
are
nice
gone.
deer,
You
so
can receive
they had some
pictures in
successful
almost real
shows.
time right to your app without going into the field. The Reveal offers half-second trigger speeds, detects game from up to 96 feet away in 4G and LTE wireless modules. Verizon and AT&T plans available. 24-inch LCD screen, adjustable night illumination, and data plans starting as low as $5 a month. The Reveal's world-class app allows you to set up your camera, add cameras, view and organize pictures, and much more. Again, plans starting as low as $5 a month. The new Reveal by Tacticam saves time, gas, and most importantly, helps you stop educating your game. RevealCellCam.com for more info.
Are you into cooking wild game or grilling? If you are, you probably love to transform your wild game into delicious meals or great tasting snacks. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to help you make some of the best tasting sausage, snack, stick, or jerky around. High Mountain Seasonings offers simple kits you can easily use at home, including 3 new low sodium blends that will produce wild.
I won't get him back in time for the moose hunt, Kent.
High Mountain Seasonings makes grilling steak or smoking your favorite meats taste even better with their specialty spices, marinades, and rubs for deer, elk, or your favorite steaks. High Mountain Seasonings also has chili, taco, and fajita blends that are spicing
What's up, Bill?
Grills everywhere. Look for High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse, at your favorite grilling retailer, or just go to HighMTNJerky.com for recipes or to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip. From the honey whiskey to the whiskey and cream, or the robust mulberry gin, American gin, or vodkas. Revelton Distilling visitors can't believe the flavor profiles the mixologists are creating at the distillery every day. Revelton Distillery is open Wednesday through Sunday in Osceola. They're located at 1400 West Clay Street, right off I-35. Revelton Distillery fine spirits are also available at your local grocery and other retailers around Iowa. Please check them out online at ReveltonDistillery.com or visit them at the distillery. If it's time to celebrate or just time to sit back and unwind, well, then it's time for a Revelton moment.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having fun. Man, we got a full board. Brant, good to see you. Everybody, Bill, everybody's checking in. Let me go see if I can get old Sean. He's working over there at Lots Outdoors in Illinois. And I'm sure he's trying to sell somebody a bicycle.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Good, buddy.
So I was telling everybody about the e-bike stuff. I went through. There's so many different e-bike companies out there. I would probably say over 30, if not more. There's probably way over 30. But I went through every rating thing I could find online, from brakes from the motor to power transfers to battery loads. To mileage distance on charging, and every category that I would look up that would be a concern to me, Baku was coming back in the top one or two every time. And
yes, sir.
I talked to a couple of friends of mine that were dealers, and they had no issues with them. And Larry and I actually got to meet you and Darren and everybody at the Iowa Deer Classic this year at the Forerunner booth. And when I found out that you guys were actually using them for the Forerunner products, that was my decision maker right there. And I went ahead and I just ordered one from Baku. Man, I got to tell you, Sean, I think everybody's still going to have to use, they're going to need a four-wheeler or their Polaris at one time. But when you don't have like 7 feet of snow and rivers of mud and stuff like that, that Baku bike, that e-bike, that is one slick thing for getting in on turkey and deer without them smelling you or hearing you. That thing's slick.
Yes, it's changed the game as far as getting in on your deer or turkey. I mean, we used it this year. It was just unbelievable, the difference between having a side-by-side and that e-bike. It didn't even affect them.
Yeah. Bill wants me to call you Mr. Big Deal.
I saw that.
What's that about?
That's a long story.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty funny. Hey, Kent, don't worry, buddy. I'm just letting you know, if I could get them like in a couple days, I'd get you a pair. That's my Kent's going on the moose hunt with us up in Canada. And Kent's also one of the partners for Emperor One CBD products, which is one of our partners here on the show. Have you ever tried that CBD topical or gummies?
Yeah, I used it there for a little bit right after my fall in 2015.
I'm telling you what, that stuff, I use it for my shoulder and my knee because I got arthritis in my knee. And man, within 15 minutes, my knee does not hurt anymore. And my mom, I just sent some down for my mom. Mom's 90, and she's been having really bad leg pain lately. And I told Rick about it, so I sent a bottle down there of the topical. And he's been putting that on her, and then she's been putting a heated pad on, and her legs quit hurting after 15 minutes. That stuff's amazing, Sean.
Yes, it is. It really helped me with my inflammation after my surgery.
Yeah, I wouldn't promote anything if it didn't work, but I'm just telling you right now, it's not habit forming, and that topical and those gummies are awesome. So I got to talk about this trailer thing. I've had people tell me, when you go to an outfitter, a lot of times an outfitter will actually drive you to your stand. They don't want your feet touching the ground. A lot of folks insist on that. Some let you walk in. We've walked in Kansas forever. But I'm just telling you right now. I noticed if I took my Polaris from 200 or 300 yards from where I'm hunting, I could see deer. I'd glass and I could see deer looking up and waiting to see what's coming by. With that e-bike, I can slip in and out of there, and they don't even hear me coming. I mean, to me, I got a really good feeling I'm going to kill me a nice deer this year with that bike.
We can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. I've been waiting all year. Turkey season, I drove it right to the turkey blind, and turkeys didn't hear me coming at all. It was awesome.
Yeah, we had the same experience with the Outback, the trailer system you're talking about, and the bike up in Iowa.
Well, the nice thing about it, I got to carry my decoys, I got to carry a tripod, my camera, my bow, my pack. That's a lot of load, and I'm getting to where I don't want to haul that stuff anymore. I'm getting old. But,
sure.
And that just takes a lot of strain off of me. But I couldn't believe on one charging that in, Sean, I'm getting almost 60 miles of charge.
Yes.
Are you seeing that too?
Yes, I'm averaging 55 on mine. I've just been playing around town with it, but yeah.
Okay. Now, if you're going up a hill, let me ask you a question. Like a lot of times, I'll just keep it in Power Assist 1.
Yep.
If you're going up a steep hill, are you supposed to put that up in like 2 or 3 or 4?
You can. It's all what you're comfortable with. You're going to get more power it's going to be more assisted. The higher up in the numbers you go.
Well, you don't even with the 1. I barely have to pedal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If I went to 2 or 3, if I'm going up a pretty good grade, can you just use the throttle and just ride up?
Oh yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. Now, how much does that take off your battery? Where's your
all
battery a
depends.
little more?
Yeah, you're going to use more battery. The more you use the throttle, the more battery you're going to use.
Well, that makes sense.
But with that mid drive, like in your mule, it's not using near as much as you would if you had the flatlander to where the gears are on the back.
Gotcha. How much torque does that thing have?
Mule has a bunch.
It's got a bunch.
Yeah, hang on, I'll get you.
Is it 1,000? Is it 1,200 pounds of torque?
I believe it is. Yes.
I don't know why that popped in my little pea brain head, but I know it's a bunch. See, I figured he'd know this stuff since he's a dealer. See.
There's too many numbers.
No, brother. So.
Yeah, I am trying to cheat and I can't even find it right.
No, that's all right. We'll look it up later. But so the Outback, that trailer, man, you don't have to worry about getting a flat tire. I actually had another trailer that I used turkey season, and I actually had to go buy slime because both of my tires got those little goat heads, goat heads with the thorns. Now, on my bike, I didn't because there's a Kevlar strip inside the tires on my bike. But on the trailer, there wasn't any protection, so I had to go slime them to use them. But with that one that I got from you from Forerunner Blinds, you don't need to worry about your tires going flat.
No, you don't. They're one solid piece.
Yeah, that alone, and the trailer becomes your bike hauler, which is really, you're going to have to show me that again because I forgot how to hook it up. I've got a regular bike trailer or hauler that I just goes into my hitch in my truck.
Yeah.
Your trailer can be your bike hitch or your bike trailer. It converts in there. It's pretty slick how they did it, man. It's really cool.
Yeah, it'll double as your bike hauler, and then you pull a pin and put it down and drop the tires, and it'll carry all your gear too.
Yeah, that's pretty slick, man. I'm telling you, I really like it. I can't wait to use it for deer season. So.
And the answer to your question is 1,500 feet
15.
wattage output.
Okay, so I was 300 off. What did you say first?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. See, he's got his bases covered with that. That's for sure. So I'm excited about that, man. We're gonna do some promotional stuff with Sean next year. We're gonna get through hunting season, and then right before turkey season, we're gonna do a big deal. So Sean's gonna put like a package deal together, and then maybe if you talk to Baku, you think we could do a bike giveaway?
I'm sure we can work something out.
Yeah, we'll see if we can't do a bike giveaway where we'll give away an e-bike and stuff through Sean, through with Baku, and I think that would be a heck of a contest. But we'll worry about that next year. So anything else going? Tell them where they can find you.
I'm at 100 East 3rd Street in St. Peter, Illinois. You can't miss it. There's only 2 buildings in the whole town.
So if you want to look at e-bikes, you can call Sean and make an appointment, or he can even meet you somewhere. He's good, but he's always in Iowa because Forerunner Blinds is in Iowa too. So if you're listening to me in the Iowa area, Sean can meet you in Missouri or Iowa or wherever you're listening at. But if you want to look at the blinds or the trailers and stuff, you can do that too, right, Sean?
Yes, you can. Yep, I have them all here, and then we also have them on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and if you go through Pure Whitetail, that's Sean's helping with Pure Whitetail out there too, right?
Yep. I am the dealer here in Illinois, and then I'm the Midwest, Illinois, Missouri, and Iowa sales rep too.
He's the Midwest. He's got it covered.
We've got you covered.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, I got faith in you then. All right, buddy. And then do you? Where can they find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I think that's it for now.
Okay.
Yep, just those 3.
All right. Well, I'll let you know how stealthy I am this fall.
I can't wait, buddy. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Sean, thanks, bud. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. There he goes, Sean Lotz Outdoors over in Illinois. Good fella right there. Kevin, if I order one of those bikes this year, I will be using it to carry my bags my wife packs me for. Well, Kev, if it's going to cause problems, don't do that. See, I'm using it for my work. This is my job, I'm just telling you right now. I mean, I can't believe how expensive things are. I went ahead and I bought a brand new Honda Rubicon because I sold my Polaris last spring, My the Polaris Ranger that I bought was $18,000. Now I had traded up and saved for a long time to do that. It took me a long time to get there. So I worked out a deal on this other deal, and as soon as I did that, I found out that 2 months later that those Rangers were going for $26,000. So look what I did to myself. And then when I went and got my ATV, the ATVs went up like $2,500 from when I saw them a couple of years ago. So they even went up. But I'm just, the gas was one of the big drivers. I mean, I've got too many of my friends that are using those. They go out west and they elk hunt with them. They're out there chasing antelopes. They're turkey hunting all over the place. They're just a pretty neat deal. But the thing is, you don't have to pull a trailer, and you don't have to. Your gas is like minimal to haul it. I mean, I hardly see anything. It's just like I'm driving my truck with my gear. And then when you get there, you don't have to worry about any gas smell or noise. That's what really sold me on it. And like I said, I mean, just going out and putting cameras and doing it. I mean, I'm driving right by deer. They don't even know I'm there. You know, it's pretty cool. I like it. You're not living. You're not living unless it causes problems. All right. Well, there you go. Okay. I guess I understand. I can see that there. All right, so if you just tuned in, if you missed it, we're going to do the next big contest is going to be the Ugly Buck Contest. We're giving away a posturing Dave Smith buck decoy. It's going to be my deer decoy I used on Respect the Game TV last year, and it's going to have a whole bunch of pure whitetail dust inside of the cavity. It's going to look like a bag of Skittles because that's what I use. I use pure whitetail. I use the Bedded Up. I use Bachelor Group. White lightning, I was putting white lightning down on the ground, just to get that around my stand. I think what else? I think I used premium buck dust in there. So there was like 3 I used inside. The estrus I used outside of the buck because it's not going to be the same. Now towards the end of the rut, I did take that buck decoy and I pulled the antlers off, and I used it as a doe. I tilted the ears forward. And I used on a cornfield, I put that out like a doe, and I had a really good 8-pointer come in, and I was going to smoke him, but I was in a ground blind, and the window kept falling down on me because it was so windy. And I'm just telling you right now, I was so aggravated because I'm self-filming for the show, and I didn't get him because of that. It fell down twice. But you can use those as a doe, I like using it as a buck. Early that October Halloween, that 25th, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th to the middle of November, and then you can flip that and use it as a doe to see if there's any of them late bucks still looking to breed. That can be an effective way to use those too, and it does work because I've had that happen twice now where I've had bucks come in. So, all right, let me get my my little commercial bank and make sure we get everybody taken care of. And let's see, Hunting Works for Iowa. Let me hit that real quick. Hey everybody, Outdoors Dan here. Let me ask you a question. There you go. We'll be right back after these fine words from our sponsors. Question, are you a hunter? If you are, there's a group that I would like to introduce you to, and that's Hunting Works for Iowa. Hunting Works for Iowa is a statewide organization that is focused on... I hit the button too soon. But what it does for the state of Iowa. Did you know hunting in Iowa annually brings in huge there you go, buddy. resources to our state? Hunters buy tags and permits every year so they can hunt here. That impacts restaurants, retail stores, gas stations, convenience stores, outfitters, and guides all over the state of Iowa. That leads to hundreds of millions of dollars in state taxes and retail sales that help keep Iowa moving forward. Anti-hunting groups are working hard every year to limit your ability to hunt here. So Hunting Works for Iowa is partnering with not only hunters but businesses all across the state to protect your rights. That's my little girl, everybody. Hunting Works for Iowa, or if you're interested in becoming a partner, please go check out their website at huntingworksforiowa.com.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers. Imperial RV also features a full-service center ready for any repair that your RV might have. Imperial RV can finance on site to help you with all your financing needs. They also have a full-service parts department for anything you might need to keep your camper going. They're open Monday through Saturday, located at 1727 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Please call them at 515-964-1424 or check them out online at ImperialRVCenter.com. That's ImperialRVCenter.com. Imperial RV Center in Ankeny, making memories to last a lifetime.
You were hunting, and a deer tick just crawled onto your leg and is burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor may or may not test you for Lyme disease. The test may or may not detect it, meaning you may or may not.
One more and we're coming back.
If untreated or not treated on time, you could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get Elimitic clothing from Game Hide. Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Elimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Elimitic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects, and is featured in a complete line of quality Game Hide hunting clothing. To learn more, visit GameHide.com.
Heading on your next adventure and looking for some snacks to take? Why not pack a snack that tastes great, gives you protein, and is easy to pack? Have you heard of Soldier Boy Beef Jerky? Soldier Boy Jerky is slow smoked in small batches to ensure generous, tender morsels that taste outstanding. Soldier Boy Beef Jerky offers the following flavors: sweet heat, original, maple, or peppered flavors that will satisfy you all day in the field. Soldier Boy Beef Jerky is veteran-owned and proud supporters of the Canines for Warrior Foundation. They also donate to troops that are deployed serving our country. So next time you're looking for snacks from home or on your next outdoor adventure, please remember to reach for some Soldier Boy Beef Jerky, available at Sportsman's Warehouse. Soldier Boy Beef Jerky, outstanding taste that keeps you satisfied in the field. For more information, please check us out online at www.sbjerky.com. All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good U.S. of A. So getting more pictures of deer that are hard-horned. I'm hoping you are as well. Like I said, Larry and the guys have been down to Kentucky and they haven't got one. Aw, I just got me a nice little fawn picture. See the spots? It's a late fawn. So anyway, I got a nice couple. I'm still seeing bachelor groups pretty good. I did get one single the other day. Let me see if I can get this to pop open for you. I got one single buck the other night. He came in to my pure whitetail scrape that I got out there, but I'm not getting my shooters yet. So I'm still hoping they should start busting up here probably in about another 2 or 3 weeks. You should start seeing more and more separation. So. You know, they change their behavior when they get hard horn. They totally change the way that they approach stuff. So there's no telling where they're at. I know one thing: the beans and the corn look really good where I'm hunting down in southern Iowa. So I would imagine a lot of them are in the corn, and I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of acorns on that one farm. Now I talked to some buddies of mine in northwest Iowa, and they said their acorn crop is really good. So. If you got acorns and your deer are starting to disappear off your food sources, chances are they haven't left the property. They're just eating the acorns right now. So just hang in there. They'll be back. But man, it's here, isn't it? Next week we got the urban season starting, and then soon after that, October 1st, regular season starts in Missouri. So everybody back home in Missouri is going to start getting to hunt regular season archery. For real next week, so congratulate everybody back in Missouri. And then we get to start doing it October 1st. Illinois is October 1st. Kansas is going to start doing their deal here pretty quick too. It's on. I mean, it's just a good feeling, isn't it? I'm telling you, it's good. So I had somebody ask me about a hunt. Yeah, we are going to try and give away a hunt this we got the guys at the Outdoor Drive. Trev's already got us a waterfowl hunt. We're going to give away a sea duck hunt for 2. Out on the East Coast. How about that? So we got that lined up, but we're going to give away a whitetail hunt too. I just got to figure, I got to talk to Larry Mack, and it's either going to be on Ohio or I think he said Ohio or over in Pennsylvania, maybe. It's one of the two. I got to see what's going on. Maybe Indiana. It's I don't know. It's been a week since I talked to Larry. It seems like it's been forever. But we are going to have a really good whitetail hunt, archery hunt to give away here. Probably towards the end of the year, we'll start plugging that, and then we'll give it away in enough time to make sure everybody has time to get their the applications in, non-residents, and see what's going on. Man, I wish we still. Kevin says he's in. I still wish we had my hookup in Colorado so we could give an elk hunt away. I was really wanting to do that, but we lost our elk spot. So I'm working on some more elk spots. So we'll see what's going on. So I don't know. It's going to be fun, I can tell you that. Oh, I think I got everything else. We got a couple programs. You got that Learn to Hunt program in Iowa. It's going to be September 18th in Clear Lake, October 22nd in Hazleton, Iowa, November 19th in St. Charles. If you want more information about becoming a fur harvesting hunter or trapper, you can get a hold of the DNR and they'll tell you about that. There's also going to be some shooting range programs out at Banner Austin Shooting Ranges September 22nd, October 6th, and October 13th. And they're going to have a skeet league coming out there as well. Iowa dove season's going on. Boy, the teal's been real spotty, hasn't it? I tell you, I'm hearing a lot of people disappointed about the teal. I heard Mark had a good turnout at the Ultimate Archery Competition out at Archery Field and Sports. I didn't get a chance to make it down there, but I heard that they had some really good shots down there, and that was a lot of fun. Hopefully he does that again next year. The big Iowa Jeep Show is September 17th through the 18th. It's the Iowa All Breeds Jeep Show and 4x4 event. They're going to have Jeeps, military vehicles, Broncos, Scouts, K5, Land Rovers, Toyota Land Cruisers, FJs, Unimogs, Expeditions, and Safari vehicles. There's going to be obstacle courses, trail riding. Camping is available there. They're going to have food vendors and all that other fun stuff. If you want more information, you can give Kurt a call at 515-450-4604. That's 515-450-4604, and they'll take care of you. That's actually a neat event. If you haven't been to that, pack the kids up, take them out there. They got activities for the kids. They have RC stuffs a lot of times. They're always got something going on. They used to have live music. I don't know if they're doing that this year or not, but that's a fun group of people right there, the Iowa Jeep Club. What's everybody doing the rest of the week? Huh? Everybody recovering from the holiday? I know. It was a long weekend, that's for sure. I'm telling you. I don't know. I'm gonna go check on a couple of cameras tomorrow, and I'm gonna go put some more pure whitetail dust out, maybe some pre-orbital. And Kevin says, why do you think the teal hunt has been off this year from last? I heard a few people out your way say that. It's the weather, Kev. It's just been the water. There's not enough rain, water. The temperatures. I think they're still up north. I don't think they came through yet. I am not a waterfowl expert. That is what I've been hearing from some of my biologist friends and my buddies that duck hunt. But the teal, if you go looking around the ponds or small lakes, they are finding some teal that's been spotty. But that's the explanation that I get. So I know a lot of people were looking forward to teal season. So that's kind of a bummer. Gary up in Minnesota has had a great bear season. My buddy Bear River Guide Service, they got 14 bears already. So they had a really good season. Hey Hank, how you doing there, buddy? Happy Revelton. Tell Rob and Christy and everybody I said hi, please. They've always got something going on down in Revelton. Bear season's been good. The elk season's been really good. Antelope hunting's been good. I'm hoping that my moose hunt in 2 weeks turns out to be a good time. Yeah, I am no expert by any means, but I did hear that a couple of times, Kevin says. So, yeah, what are you going to do, Kev? I mean, you can't control the weather, right? So, I don't know. I was talking to Ben Dunnigan at Backwoods Attraction today, and if you are in the Midwest and your summer food plots did not do very well because of the drought and the heat, you can get some small grains in the ground still, or you can get some brassicas, some turnips, some radishes, and stuff like that. You still got about 8 days, where you're 45 days before first frost here in Iowa. So according to their guessing. So if you want to get some sweet greens or some sugar rush or something like that in the ground, so you got some really good late food. You still have time to do that. Don't feel like it's too late. So you don't procrastinate on it, though. Make sure you get that in the ground in the next week or so. But you still got time. The small grains, the wheat, the rye, the oats, you can do that even if it's frosting. You can get that in the ground, and you can even mix some clover and stuff in there, chicory, and you're still going to have some. You're still going to have some food plots come up, especially for next spring. That'll look really, really good. So you can still get some food out there. Don't be discouraged if you haven't done it. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this week. Thanks to the Milo Locker. Thanks to Ange and Daryl and all the gang down at the Milo Locker. If you need a processor, please give them a holler. They do a great job, and it's a great place to go grocery shopping. They got wonderful meat selections down there. I go down there quite a bit to get some groceries all the time. If you need to get a hold of me, just hit me up here on Facebook. Otherwise, we will chat with you on Saturday on 1350 ESPN and here on Facebook Live. Until next time, hey, we're all in it together. Be good Be good to one another. And until next time, God bless you. I'll see you next time here on the Wednesday Drive. Be good. Bill, thank you, bud. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out with me this afternoon. If you need something, let me know. Otherwise, we'll keep cranking out some content and have some fun and keep talking about the outdoors. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Please tell everybody about the Outdoor Call Radio app. It's free on your device. And we got some exciting things. We're going to keep pushing that moving forward and keep it growing. So if the more you can help spread the word, the more I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you need something, let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you on Saturday. Until then, God bless you. Thank you.